Hey guys, how's it going? This is Austin again, and I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a Falcon coin update. And so last night, about I want to say 1 a.m. my time, Falcon coin actually was released, and they released the internal exchange as previously noted. As you can see now, it's actually online, and they released it, and the price, if you guys are not familiar, was actually set at about $5, and that was a fixed price throughout this interval where they had been halted. Their exchange was halted. And so this occurred, and I think a lot of the reason for that was so that they could accumulate a lot of the people that wanted to lend their coin, and this gave them sort of some backing to throw some coins on the exchange when it came out live. Well, when the exchange came out, as you can see, the price plummeted, and as expected, a lot of people wanted to dump the coin because they were very angry at Falcon Coin for not really telling them a great idea of when the exchange would be launched. And they'd put a lot of previous posts, if you go to their Facebook, about the exchange being launched, and they would always say, you know, we're going to be coming up soon. And this led a lot of people to be very angry because they, it was a month after the ICO and nothing was being moved forward with the exchange. So now they've officially launched, as you can see, a rather small amount of volume. Depends how you look at it. Right here we can see about 15 Bitcoin or $225,000 on the exchange in the last 24 hours. And so just looking at this exchange, as I previously mentioned, I actually do have an account, and I lent my coins for that $5, and I'm sort of glad that I did. We'll see how that turns out. If the price explodes here, I might not be so happy. But the good thing about lending my coins was that I actually, like I mentioned previously, I only had about, I want to say 92 coins. And that was because I really, I was just sort of wanting to get my feet wet, as I mentioned in my previous video. So because I only had 92 coins, I figured, look, it's $5. I 5x'd my initial investment. Now, be it that wasn't with the rise of Bitcoin, so I think Bitcoin had at least gone up 2 times, if not 2.5 times, since the ICO. But also the fact that I wanted to lend the coins at $5 because I realized that it was sort of getting a bad rep on Facebook. If you go look at their Facebook, like I mentioned, I'll put that link in the description. A lot of people have been very angry for them taking way too long, and people were talking all over the place about dumping the coin after it came out. But as we can see, that was the case. So I'm actually glad that I did lend them, but I am not glad that I continued to reinvest at that $5 increment. I should have lent the coin and accumulated my money in the lending wallet, and then transferred that money to get really, really cheap coins. I think I would be, right now I would have more coins than I initially had if I would have done it that way. But with that all being said, there is still some issues with the Falcon coin. A couple people, and myself included, have not got our interest for the past 2 days. So I got this 0.98% interest, but the 1.14 and the previous one, I did not actually get into my lending wallet. So that is sort of an issue. But Falcon Coin is aware of this, and on their Facebook, if you want to read their latest post, they posted it last night as the exchange went live. It does talk about the fact that the lending interest had some issues, and they were expecting these to be resolved as soon as possible. And that you don't need to go and tell them your interest is missing, because they can see which accounts need to be fixed for the interest that wasn't received and which ones don't. On another note, I have requested a withdrawal. Now this withdrawal is still pending. I had a little bit of Bitcoin left in my wallet that I was not able to use to purchase during the ICO, and that is, I think I had about 0.00221. So as you can see here, this is my withdrawal. It is still pending. Now note that I put a 0.0005 for my transaction fee, so it should have went through. It's cause for a little concern from me personally, but I don't want to speak too quickly because I'll give them a little time. I understand they're probably a little backed up on the withdrawals in the system. Another note that I would like to talk about is currently the price is rising, and this is also due to the fact that typically for a lending coin, the price has to rise. And it does this, if you guys aren't aware, because when you transfer your money from your interest, you have to buy Falcon coin, and this drives up the price. So actually a lot of the people that have a lot of coins lent are actually going to be boosting the price of Falcon coin. The only other thing that I've noticed, and like I said, I'll continue to try to update you guys with everything that I see, but the exchange is actually still looking a little bit weird. Now I say this because as you can see here, the price of the buy order is at 0.0016 or $2.27. Seems to have pretty healthy amount of buy orders. You see 7 pages, 11 pages of selling, relatively healthy. However, the problem I see is that the sell orders are actually lower than the buy orders. Now, there's no way that that should be able to happen, and I don't know if this is just a glitch on my end, but I've tried to refresh and clear my browsing history and cookies on the site, and it still seems to be around this number. And so I am still going to be waiting on to see if this is a glitch or, if this is actually the real case scenario. If this is the real case scenario, then we can see pure market manipulation, and that would not be cool, because up here you can see, using the Falcon Coin Exchange platform, you can exchange Falcon Coin to Bitcoin directly with no central organization involved. So if this is price manipulation, then we can see right here they're blatantly lying, whether that be for the benefit of the platform or for their benefit, who knows. All I do know is that it's not bad for people that have coins lended out, because we can accumulate the compounding effect rather quickly, because as it's growing, as the price is growing here, we can see that we can lend more coins. This isn't going to be good long term, because people will be very angry, and this will directly impact the price of the coin if they do not allow selling orders. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys update me on your thoughts on this in the comments. I see here, plenty of selling orders under this $1.50 range, and they're not being filled. So I'm not quite sure about that. But like I said, give me your guys' comments below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.